Good evening, Martin Warriors, and welcome to the class of 2026 graduation commencement ceremony. My name is Kenzie Holsey. At this time, would you please rise for the national presentation of colors and singing of the national anthem, then remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Shed His grace on thee. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose bright stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched with so gallantly streaming.
As the class of 2026 senior class secretary, it is my honor to lead the graduating class of 2026. Their family and friends, our faculty and staff, as well as our distinguished guests on stage in reciting the Pledge of Allegiance. As we recite the Pledge of Allegiance, we say it with thanks to those brave men and women who are serving, who have served, and have given their lives for our country. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You may be seated. As we continue, it is important to clarify that all student speeches are their own and do not reflect the endorsement, sponsorship, position, or expression of the district. At this time, I would like to introduce to you our student body president, Taylor Boschek.
Okay. Good evening, members of the board, administrators, faculty, family, friends, and most importantly, class of 2026. My name is Taylor Boschek, and I've had the incredible opportunity to serve as your student body president for the 2025-2026 school year. I would first like to thank all of our faculty, friends, and family who are in attendance this evening and watching from afar. You have all provided abundant time and patience to get to where we are today. I would also like to thank our one-of-a-kind principal, Mrs. Roddy. Speaking on behalf of Martin High School, you've contributed to such greatness, and we are so thankful for your constant presence and how you have established much warrior pride throughout all of your graduating classes. Please put your hands together as we recognize Miss Roddy and her 50 years of contribution towards education. She's amazing. We love you. If you're sitting in front of me today, you've just completed one of the most prestigious times of your lives. I know for some of us, this is a time of sadness as we are saying our goodbyes to the things we love the most, such as our clubs, sports, coaches, teachers, and much more. But I also know for others, this time could not come any faster. Ever since you can remember, you've been waking up early in the morning in hopes that you can earn something that the world calls an education. Not only have you done just that, but you've also accomplished much more. Take a look around, class of 2026. You've spent the last 4 years of your life creating memories, attending games, and best of all, gaining lifelong friendships. I also want to highlight the life-changing hardships all of you have overcome and emphasize that what you have done to be wearing your cap and gown this evening is not effortless nor easy. From passing your first test to your last just a couple of weeks ago, and from gaining your first friends in homeroom to now walking beside them across the stage. Congratulations, class of 2026. We finally did it. Yeah! As you're sitting here today, waiting to receive your diploma, I hope that you're able to feel a sense of achievement. You've put in numerous hours and much diligence to be seated here today. For myself, and probably for many of you, this is a time now where you are finally realizing that you are growing up. As you wake up tomorrow, there will not be a countdown until school starts again. The school supplies in the middle of July will no longer bring stress into your lives, but instead nostalgia, and you will no longer have the routine that you have had for the past decade. Very soon, as you begin to take the next steps in life, much responsibility will be put upon you, and every step you take will feel uncertain. I know some of you may believe that many of us have it all figured out, but I can assure you that many other students, including myself, and even adults that are seated here today, do not. The thought of change is absolutely terrifying. The truth about change, and what makes it the scariest thing, is because it's inevitable. Whether it is simple as changing your hairstyle or as complicated as leaving something behind, it is still considered change. This time in your life will have much change, as some of you are moving away from a place you call home, starting careers, and focusing on yourself. I am here to tell you to not be afraid of change, but to act upon it, as it will bring you new opportunities, friendships, and lessons. As I stand before you all today, what you have done now is a cornerstone for your future and what is ahead of you. Each of you sitting in front of me today has a purpose in life and the greatest gift of perseverance. If you don't believe me, look around and look at how far you've come. I advise you all, as you leave here today, to never give up. It may seem stressful, intense, trying to figure out what your purpose is and what the next steps in life will bring. But I can assure you, if there's anyone who can do it, it is the 2026 graduating class of Martin High School. I hope you are able to leave here this evening with much more confidence and determination than you entered high school with. Congratulations, class of 2026. I wish you all the best on the next chapter of your lives. Thank you, and go Warriors! At this time now, I would like to introduce the senior class president, Bailey Royes.
Good evening, class of 2026. My name is Bailey Royes, and I am the senior class president. Some of you may know me personally, and some of you have probably never even seen me before. Regardless, we have something in common. We all had people who helped us make today possible. The friendships, people, and organizations that I surrounded myself with, at least three for me, are truly what made my years at Martin what I believe will be some of the best, most memorable years of my life. Everyone here hopefully found people, or at least one person, that they formed a strong bond with throughout high school. Someone who played a role in shaping who they are today. Because ultimately, as Taylor Swift once said, you are what you love. I knew that when writing this speech, I wanted to say that even though life after high school brings challenges like distance, busy schedules, and new paths, our friends who shape our everyday lives today don't have to fade away. God blessed us with these people for a reason. I would like to thank God for helping me get here and blessing me with friends who feel like family. You each know exactly who you are. Thank you for showing me true, real friendship and what it means to have real, pure American teenage fun. I love you guys. I would like to thank my parents who showed me immense support and did every single thing they could to make my high school career exactly what I wanted it to be. They taught me that it's easy to be nice, but it's extremely unwavering pure to be kind and to always make my mark. I want to thank my sister Ella for no matter what was going on, always making me smile. Now, class of 26, I ask, who were your people that made your time here special? As each of us step into our futures in new places with new people and new jobs, remember that there was once a time when being a Martin warrior was what you looked forward to. Whether it was Friday nights for football games, going to pep rallies, or going to a club meeting, it's a part of who you were. But it would have been half as fun if you didn't do it with your people. As Andy Bernard once said, I wish there was a way to know you were in the good old days before you've actually left them. Each of you will grow into your future, but don't forget the friendships, don't forget the memories, and don't forget the lessons that you learned here. Class of 2026, before the end of my speech, I want to ask for a favor. I ask that sometime today you go up to someone or send a text to someone who you're not sure you'll know in a couple of months. Tell them that you care about them and that you would like to stay in touch, because it really isn't that impossible, especially when we've had our years at a place as special as Martin. Congratulations, class of 2026, and now I want to say something for the very last time live in stereo. Thank you, and don't forget, it's a great day to be a Martin warrior. I feel very privileged this evening to be able to introduce you to our special guest, Principal Miss Marlene Roddy, Dean of Instruction Miss Kelly McCullough, Associate Principal Miss Robin Griffith Yates, Assistant Principals Miss Tanya Redvine Miss Jennifer McNairn, and Miss Oluchi Ibakwe, Mr. Landon Smith, Mr. Austin News, Miss Ann Hartfield, and Mr. Charles Bryant, and Counselor Miss Alma Flores Cook. We are grateful to have the support of the people behind the scenes who make a difference in our educational experience every day. I am proud to introduce our distinguished guests in attendance at today's ceremony. Arlington ISD board members in attendance this evening include Board President Miss Sarah McCurrow, Vice President Miss Leanne Haynes, Secretary Ms. Brooklyn Richardson, and board members Mr. Justin Chapa, Miss Melody Fowler, Mr. Larry Mike, Mr. David Wilbanks. Additionally, members of the Arlington ISD senior staff in attendance include Dr. Matt Smith, Arlington ISD Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Jennifer Collins, Deputy Superintendent, Dr. Stephen Wirtz, Chief Academic Officer, Dr. Theodore Jarko, Executive Director of High Schools. Dr. Matt Smith was named Arlington ISD Superintendent in January 2024 after being unanimously selected by the Board of Trustees. Throughout his professional journey, Dr. Smith served as a high school English teacher, coach, assistant principal, and in various central office positions. Since joining Arlington ISD, Dr. Smith has seen the immense potential of the students, the talent of our staff, and the exceptional partnerships with our families and community. Together, with thoughtful programs, strong academics, and a positive, productive culture, Dr. Smith believes Arlington ISD can become the premier district in the state of Texas for the benefit of every student we serve. Please help me welcome our superintendent, Dr. Matt Smith.
All right, let's hear it for these warriors tonight. Trustees, community members, staff, parents, and students, it's my honor to stand before you today to recognize the James Martin High School graduating class of 2026. Now, before we focus on our guests of honor, the students, I would like to take a moment to recognize others in attendance today. First and foremost, graduates, please join me in recognizing the hard work, dedication, love, and support of your family members and friends by giving them a loud round of applause. I would also like to personally thank the Martin High School faculty and staff, along with the staff from all the schools in our district, for your amazing work. Your efforts continue to amaze me, and today we celebrate you as well. Finally, I would like to thank our Board of Trustees for the tireless volunteer efforts that they display on behalf of our students. Our community is blessed by your leadership. Today, graduation day, is a day of celebration, of reflection, and of hope. Together, we celebrate the accomplishments of these amazing Martin High School warriors and all they have achieved, the academic success, the CTE certifications, the arts and athletics accomplishments. All of the accolades are simply outstanding. Equally important, we celebrate the determination, the kindness, the compassion, and the resilience that our students demonstrated over the past 4 years. These celebrations are phenomenal. Students, we are extremely proud of you. Graduation day also marks a day of reflection. Seniors, I know you're excited to take this next step and cross the stage, but I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't encourage you to reflect on a few simple things today as well. Remember that dance, the football game, the friends and the faces. Remember the hard work and the struggle, while also remembering the joy of success. Reflect on the exceptional experiences that your teachers, staff, and administrators created and the learning and growth that happened. And remember the love, support, and guidance that your friends and family provided you throughout your journey. All of these things together led us here to this moment and to this stage. Remember these things as you're hugging your family and friends today, and thank them for joining you on this amazing ride of life. Finally, today is a day of hope. Seniors, because of you, I have hope for our future. Thank you for showing us what remarkable feats are possible when the right conditions exist for each and every student. Thank you for exemplifying the grit and determination in your studies and for competing at the highest levels on the playing field or court and for supporting your teammates. And thank you for making beautiful music, creating extraordinary art, and for investing in our community. Your experiences, your efforts, and your brilliance give me hope for our future. Thank you. Finally, class of 2026, as you leave Martin High School today, remember to look forward. Remember that you are well prepared for whatever comes your way, that you have the skills and the abilities to succeed if you believe in yourself and you put in the work. Look forward, be brave, stand tall, and remember that all of those people and all of those memories are standing behind you and supporting you as you step into the future. Martin High School graduating class of 2026, I'm excited for your future and our future that lies ahead with you leading the way. Congratulations, graduates.
And now it is my honor to present to you the James Martin High School Class of 2026 Salutatorian, John Robertson.
Good evening, Class of 2026. My name is John Robertson, and I'm honored to be this year's salutatorian. I'm also very proud of all of you guys. My fellow graduates, thank you for your hard work in high school. Today represents the culmination of your efforts over the past 4 years, trying new clubs, taking AP classes, and grinding for service hours. That work, ostensibly, was just to further your academic career. Maybe you wanted to maintain your GPA or get into a selective college. However, the skills you obtained while chasing those goals are just as significant as the goals themselves. Through your desire and hunger to lead the life you want, you had to educate yourself. Pursuing an understanding of the world around you because of your curiosity is what led to your growth. No matter what challenges life presents, never lose that curiosity. When I was younger, I read this book over and over about the good you can do for the environment, how to reduce your carbon footprint, crafts with recycled materials, and other things like that. It actually inspired me to go vegetarian for a while, and I bugged my mom for years about letting us try to make our own soap. But of course, I'm not centering my speech around soap. One of the sections in the book was about encouraging other people to go green. It had this story of someone who collected their sink water to water their plants. They recalled how their friends would always ask, "Why is there a bowl in your sink?" and how waiting for people to ask the questions that they want to ask is the best way to spread your beliefs. You can't force people to want to change or respect your opinion. Curious people are able to organically broaden their perspective. They can see beyond their own ideas and biases, which leads to stronger understanding and community with others, thereby creating a more tolerant society. As a STEM ambassador lead, I was a part of a team of 5 that coordinated and ran the STEM Academy's events over the past year. We always wanted the best for the STEM students, a learning environment and welcoming, friendly surroundings. However, we often differed on how to create those conditions for students. It was through a genuine respect for and interest in each other's perspectives that we were able to both reach compromises and grow to be a better team for the benefit of the STEM Academy. Similarly, every situation will present you an opportunity to ask questions and to learn. You can view it as someone you're expected to do, but you don't want to do, and you put in the bare minimum effort. Life isn't going to force you to change or better yourself. You could ignore your opportunities, wading through life without ever learning or growing at all. But that isn't what's been working for you for the past 4 years. In high school and much past it, the desire to understand what other people believe and why they believe it is the most productive mindset you can have. Just as you had to learn course material, the process to solve a math problem, I now challenge you to educate yourself on the beliefs and strategies of other people. Understanding more about the world about you is never a bad thing. Making other people feel heard is never a bad thing. So please, class of 2026, remain curious. That curiosity has served you well thus far and will continue to pay dividends as you move into adult life. Be proud of your achievements in high school and the path you're on, but understand that everyone else is on an equally valuable and correct path. We owe it to ourselves to not limit our worldviews. Continuing to ask questions and learn about others make things better for us as we understand more, as much as it makes things better for them as they are understood more. We don't know what we may encounter in the future, but we can be sure that remaining inquisitive will always be beneficial. We all have endless potential. Never stop reaching for your best. Thank you. And now it is my honor to present to you the James Martin High School Class of 2026 valedictorian, Kaylee Wynn.
Good evening, faculty, parents, families, and the class of 2026. Unlike previous years, we weren't asked to celebrate one of the biggest moments of our lives half asleep at 7 a.m. in the morning. So I'd say we're already off to a pretty good start. When I was first thinking about what to write in my speech, I had a difficult time settling on one topic. But one thought did keep reoccurring in my mind. Frankly, if we're wrong to say out loud, but just wait, I need to hear me out on this one. You are not special. I know that's not exactly the inspiring line that you were expecting to give you goosebumps, but allow me to convince you otherwise. There are millions of students graduating this year. Millions of caps, millions of gowns, millions of people sitting in chairs just like you, counting down the minutes until this 2-hour-long ceremony ends. There are probably even thousands of valedictorians giving speeches right now. This really makes this moment feel a lot smaller. How could today be that important if it's happening everywhere as well, and every year at that too? But then something changed. As I was finishing my senior year, locked in with my last test, my last assignment, my last time walking through these hallways, without realizing it, I started noticing things that I hadn't paid attention to before. I noticed the people, the same people I have been going with school with for the past 4 years, but never really saw till now. I saw you barely awake in first period, surviving on just coffee and hidden energy drinks. I saw you sprinting through these halls because you were late once again. And all these random but completely normal moments made me realize something. I am going to miss this. Not just the big important events, but the ones we'd even realize were our last until they were already over. This got me thinking even more. Maybe we are not special in the way the world measures it. Maybe we are not 1 in a million in numbers. But what I know, what we are, is once in a lifetime to each other. There will never be another combination of people like this again. And I think that's where I got it wrong from the beginning. Because this whole time, I thought being special meant standing out with the highest grades or the best awards. Things that you could list on paper. And don't get me wrong, those things did matter to an extent, since that's what pushed us and motivated us to get here today. But they are not the full story. What really makes this class special are the things that no one could possibly measure. It is what you choose to do later in life, finding your own passion, and calling to this world through gradual progression is what it really means for you to be special. And yeah, maybe sometimes it did look messy. Sometimes it looked like procrastinating until 11:59 from doom scrolling on TikTok before it got banned again. And if there's one thing that truly humbled us and brought us all together this year, is college and job applications. Because applying, if you think about it, is like trying to get into a relationship with someone way out of your league, who already had 90,000 other options. You spend years trying to be impressive, simply to become someone they'd even consider in the first place. Then somehow, you're supposed to explain everything about yourself in just a couple of essays or one resume. Yet, after all that stress and overthinking, you go for it, and you finally hit submit. And just like that, it's completely out of your hands. All we could do now is wait for someone to decide our whole future in just a few months, or so we may think. The important thing is, though, we didn't just let our yes or no define us. We kept on applying again and again, because even if one door closes, there's always another door waiting for us to walk through. Even if we didn't receive the response we were hoping for, we were still growing. I've learned it's never to wait until something is over, to realize it mattered. Don't wait until last time to appreciate it. Don't wait until people are gone to tell them that they are important to you. Don't wait until later to start becoming the person you want to be now. Because if high school taught us anything, it's how fast time really flies by. I can still remember the first day of my freshman year like it was yesterday, way back before Skibby Toilet and 6-7 ever became engraved in our daily vocabulary, and when Alpha and Sigma were just math terms. But now, we are all here, about to finish this chapter in our lives. The truth is, I still don't know what the future holds for me, and that may be the same for you guys as well. But that's okay. Choosing to keep going anyways is what life is all about. So as we leave here today and go in completely different directions while chasing completely different futures, I hope you could just take a few things with you. I started this speech by saying you are not special, but I know now, moments like this are what make ordinary lives unforgettable, and something I could already imagine we'll wish we could come back to someday. Appreciate the small moments. Take chances, even if they scare you. Go after what you are passionate about, no matter what that may be, and no matter what other people may say otherwise. Thank you to our teachers for your dedication and guidance for every student. Thank you to our families who have supported us every step of the way. I would like to specifically thank my best friends for being my #1 cheerleaders and having my back, even when others try to bring me down. And to my parents, thank you all for you have done for me so that I'm able to be standing up here today. I'm so proud to be the daughter of 2 hard-working immigrant parents. Con thương ba mẹ nhiều lắm. And to you all, thank you for being special. And don't forget, it's a good day to be a Martin Warrior. Thank you. Throughout her career, Ms. Roddy has dedicated herself to improving education for future generations. The faculty, staff, and students of Martin High School are honored to have such a committed and loyal leader. Thank you, Ms. Roddy, for your dedication and support. Please join me in welcoming the principal of James Martin High School.
President McMurrah, members of the Board of Trustees, Superintendent Smith, parents, special guests, teachers, and graduates. Today, it is an honor for me to address the class of 2026 in their last event as a public high school student. This day represents many accomplishments as summarized in your program insert, and it also reflects a culmination of many hours of study, both of required courses and courses of personal interest and passion. Today also represents the conclusion of a significant part of your life. Your experiences from kindergarten and maybe pre-K to your high school graduation is now complete. Almost 100% of you have earned a point indicating that you are ready for a career, for college, or for the military in what is more famously known as your CCMR point. At least 72% of your life you have spent having a first day of school. And for those of you who completed pre-K, this could be up to 83% of your life. Now that number sounds impressive, but I want to share a secret with you. I can honestly say that I have had a first day of school for 93% of my life. When someone spends the greater part of their life in any endeavor by choice, those around them are often intrigued and wonder what the driving force behind that choice was. And it truly is hard to identify and then put into words what it was. Upon deep reflection and countless years, I've always come back to what was at the heart of it. It was the shared experience, the pulling together as a staff with our students for our reason to be, our raison d'etre, our unifying purpose, and recognizing as a common denominator the binding action of love. I read a book in my 20s that had a lasting impact on me. The book by Scott Peck, called The Road Less Traveled, is now in its 25th edition and has sold over 7 million copies. What stayed with me the most about the book is Peck's definition of love: the will to extend one's self for the purpose of nurturing one's own or another's inner growth. He speaks of the circular process of love, that when you help someone to grow, you grow yourself. Love requires discipline. You must have self-discipline to teach another self-discipline. You cannot be a source of strength for another unless you grow your own strength. And love takes effort. When you love someone or something, it is only visible through your actions. Your willingness to go the extra mile, to fight the good fight for the success of yourself or others is not without determination and persistence. Just wanting something does not mean it can happen. Saying, I want to go to Harvard, or I want to be in the NBA, is not the same as going to Harvard or being in the NBA. Whatever you want will always require consistent discipline and effort. It is your inner will, the inner spirit, that leads you to act and make come true what you want. Stressing to you that love gives purpose and meaning to life, I can also tell you that the power of connection to others, the development of self-discipline, and the sharing of a unifying purpose is maybe what keeps us all fighting for more time. Finding your real and authentic self with optimism and asking yourself, what is it about life that I love, will help you to find purpose and fulfillment and wake up each day with excitement and anticipation as you move forward after graduation. Remember that you can choose your attitude in facing any problem or setback. Empower yourself and others, giving people the space they need to complete their work. Keep in mind that when anyone or anything fails, as in the fall of Rome, the sense of purpose and accomplishment goes away. It is then when you must reestablish what that purpose is and dedicate the action and energy needed with resilience and persistence to right the ship. You must take the responsibility of finding the right answers to problems and completing the task which each of us are constantly facing. As you and I leave Martin High School, I hope that you realize that we all had a driving common purpose and focus over the last 4 years of your life. No one in this room ever accomplished anything worthwhile without the help, support, and commitment of others. For any of you who have ever joined together to perform in a concert or to play in an athletic event and then experience the exhilaration of success and the beauty of that moment, you will understand the pride that this staff feels about the action that led to your accomplishments and graduation on this day. We are bound together today, forever, by pride, respect, and love for you as you move on. You are on the brink of some major changes in your lives in the next few years. As you move towards your goals, remind yourself of your strengths. Do not beat yourself up whenever you fail. Remember how to be resilient, to be flexible, to be bold, and to be warrior strong. Congratulations to you, all 855 warriors of the class of 2026. Remember to thank all of those who helped you thus far to achieve and take pride in what you have accomplished so far. Our blessings go with you as you embark on this new phase of your life. You have what it takes, the true spirit of the warrior, as you go forth into the world for the last time as a body of one. Will the class of 2026 please rise? Rise. Superintendent Smith, President McMurrah, and members of the Board of Trustees, I present to you these students who have successfully completed the attendance and academic requirements for graduation as prescribed by the state of Texas and the Arlington Independent School District. By the authority granted in me as principal, I proudly proclaim them graduates of James Martin High School. Graduates, you may move your tassels to the right. Class of 2026, please be seated as the first rows present themselves to receive their diplomas. As these first graduates line up, I would like to remind parents, friends, and relatives in the audience to celebrate, honor, and support your student as they cross the stage. We do want each graduate to receive the full attention of the audience as he or she crosses the stage. We ask your help in ensuring that each name is clearly heard.
Kaylee Tram Wynn. John Ryan Robertson. Tammy Lynn. Caitlin Wynn. Jolie Bao Chow Tran. Joshua David Lugo. Angel Jose Guerrero Madrano. Olivia Zwan Fan. Megan Han Win. Fiona On. Beatty Kongbin Win. Amir Awad Yusuf. Jenna Osama Kadura. Emily Ni Huang. Christy Mi Win. Freddie Gutierrez. Camilo Hanau. Zachary Thomas Austin. Olivia Grace Bentley. Maya Luisa Fernandez Bermudez. Ethan Patrick Brown. Evelyn Rosario Seha. Zuquan Chow. Valencia Feng Ku. James Alexander Delap. Anna Kim Doe. Jolie T. Dome. Christian Manuel Escobar. Ryan David Farnell. Lily Dawn Fratangelo. Natalia Montserrat Guerra. Noah Aaron Haig. Abigail Claire Hefferkamp. Helena Grace Hammond. Brooke Corinne Hensley. Zachary Isaac Hernandez. Mia Herrera. Jaden An Ho. Ella Elimana Hajich. Davy Naguak Win. Vanessa Jolyn Ibanez Gosarowski. Thomas Gerard Ingram May. Marshall Everett Jameson. Lana Kamel. Agreem Kanal. Samantha Labib. Clara Grace Laughlin. Kayla Taryn Lindner. Michaela Skylar Lukey. Sophia Timon Miner. Tegan Ashley Moneymaker. Crystal Nam. Kate T. Wynn. Emma Kuhn Wynn. Evelyn Tuha Wynn. Pierce Vin Wynn. Ryan Coy Din Nguyen. Xavier Jose Nolasco. Chimbasoma Princess Ogwagu. Ethan Douglas Ostrander. Alexis Janine Payton. William Kai Fan. Claire Fiora Pope. Lucille Ciolone Cadensley. Samantha K. Red Owl. William Cameron Reed. Sophie May Reynolds. Lucas Ryan Rivera. Bennett Avery Wheaton Rodriguez. George Anthony Rosales. Sudipta Sarkar. Sarah Madeline Schoen. Emma Marie Shutter. Kevin Tien Srun. Andrew Paul Steese. Savannah Lee Steese. Annalise Elizabeth Smartwood. Madison Ashley Taylor. Dylan Howell Min Trong. Jennifer M. Udo. Hector Benjamin Villa. Dallas Gavin Kaito Wiesel. Mayu Kathleen Wilderman. Caroline Elizabeth Williams. Ashian Yar. Andrew David Ailey. Emily Elizabeth Ungachero. Uchenna Jason Anazi. Camden Adelaide Baker. I get y'all right this time. Graydon Victoria Baker. Raul Antonio Barrios. Jacqueline Lorene Blakeney. Evangeline Marie Blanco Viator. Mia Victoria Brogdon. Sierra Madison Brown. Carrie Alexis Carroll. Jaylene Delissa Cervantes. Hey, hold on. Jake Dylan Chambers. Peyton Brooklyn Chappelle. Juliet Ray Chavez. Kevin J. Chen. Fabian Cosio. Natalie Nee Q. Rama Zion Daniel. Jaden Abigail Davenport. Lily Ryan Davis. James Norley Dickey. Caitlin Tao Doe. Amelia Janelle Miriam Fakimi. Olivia Reese Sharf Finley. Gabriel Flores. Jacob Anson Foster. Dania Michelle Galvan. Margaret Kate Gibbons. Kendall Lee Greenleaf. Ezekiel Guillermo Guardiola. George Thomas Hendricks. Samia Hossein. Ella Brooke Ives. Ian Marco Johnson. Aaron Daniel K. Caleb Tay Kim. Julian Archer Kerr. Alexis Bell King. Colton James King. Leilani Quizwin Lay. Tessa Rose Lumpkin. Sansan Lee. Madden Ty Marin. Ghost Antonio Martinez. Haley Faith McDougall. Mobina Morad Talab. Riley Suzanne Nayland. Anna Tweelin Pham Nguyen. Sam Din Nguyen. Tinny Gabriel Nguyen. Tree Viet Nguyen. Logan Brian Noss. Rose Nyangi Niamu Hokia. Angelica Danny Ortiz. Avery Liv Osbakken. Charlie Ann Palafox. Haley Lee Patria. Arlo Michael Peacock. Stephen Doe Pham. Presley Ann Rankin. Allison Brooke Ritchie. Angel Rios. Destiny Danae Seabury. Jacob Dennis Sell. Mungai Ningshong Sher. Acadence Tate Silva. Jocelyn Isabel Smith. Morgan Wong Smith. Robert Leo Sonkrant. Jakayla Sheena Spivey. Ethan Joseph Steese. Gracie Marie Summers. Peter Wesley Torres III. Bryant Tran. Andrea Sophia Varela. Howard Dang Vo. Lillian Ruth Walters. Jackson Connor Williams. Sage Dior Wilson. Mackenzie Elizabeth Witherwax. Pablo Alberto Zlolninsky Ramirez.
Nathan Smith. Osvaldo Villegas. Christian Powell. Caden Warren. Ariel Sterling. Micah Sepulveda. Ava Marie Adams. Andres Aguayo. Maya Aguilar. Nogama Ephraim Imu. Fadi Aquarius. Berlanta Alababidi. Leah Almaraz. Isaac Montrell Anderson. Cameron Alexis Ariano. Michael Usara Kuma. Donovan Randall Atmore. Antonio Ivan Barradas. Dalal Ahmed Bazi. Jeremiah Biamont. Stax Baxter. Paige Berg. Aubrey Loren Billiot. Ava Maria Blanco. Eduardo Sebastian Bocanegra. Layla Iana Bolds. Taylor Ashley Boschek. The following student was a member of the 2024-2025 Student Leadership Advisory Board. Jackson Stanley Boykin. Kayla Kathleen Sue Bratton. Lelia Brown. McKenna Evelyn Brown. Amias Cole Buford. Alyssa Marie Bird. Dominic Chan Cafaro. Heath Kane. Kinsey Leanne Cameron. Lauren Taylor Castellani. Caitlin Reese Cavett. Samantha Serta. Tajin Grace Christensen. Creed Ray Collins. Zoe Nicole Collins. Tabitha Rose Cronin. Alabaster Isabella Twilight Lullaby Alabaster. Max Harrison Dalton. Brian Fung Dow. Julian Chad Darnell. London Brianna Davis. Bianca Elizabeth De Jesus. Surrey Marie Dennis. Diploma presented by board member Leanne Haynes. Luke Walker Dillard. Diploma presented by his father, David Dillard. Hui Jia Din. Tuyat Min Do. Cooper Christopher Dodson. Albert Dunker. Gracia Dorcas. Daniel Harris Driscoll. Camila Eduardo. Jenna El Daouk El Kadi. Mason Henry Engler. Peyton Lindsay Epley. Diploma presented by her mother, choir director Jocelyn Epley. Sage Elizabeth Evans. Oyen Kansala Udimi. Melina Cervantes Farmer. Tara Lynn Fincher. Jordan Page Finn. Robert William Wayne Fletcher. Jesse James Ford. Margaret Louise Fowler. Lacey Renee Frazier. Holly Lynn Gamble. Alexis Lynn Garcia. Araceli Camila Garcia. Jaden Faith Garcia. Jacob Dave Garcia. Michaela Danielle Garcia. Roderick Javon Gardner. Adelise Garza. Caroline Grace Glasscock. Kate Breon Glasscock. Yamaleth Gomez. Madeline Elizabeth Gonzalez. Mariah Elaine Gonzalez. Manuel Gonzalez. Michaela Renee Graves. Aspen Ember Gray. Kia Mackenzie Gregg. Jesse Gregory. Andrew Jeremiah Grimes. Nayana Sarah Gully. Samantha Ann Hockmeister. Aaliyah Azel Harris. Lachlan Alexander Heminger. Yaretsi Benita Hervé. Grant James Hester. Caden Lee Higgins. Rebecca Hilmanos. Avia Grace Henson. Joshua Ryan Heisey. Han Kim Huang. Mackenzie Emil Hodge. Jordan Ann Hodges. Andrew Shea Hogan. Naraya Marie Holloman. Cora Elise Howell. Colby Christopher Dean Howland. Diploma presented by his mother, faculty member Cindy Howland. Kinsey Morgan Holsey. Stella Jace Ingram. Diana Ismail. Kennedy Lynn Jameson. Audrey Ann Jarvis. Alec Brady Jensen. Angel Alexander Jimenez. Jaden Jeremiah Johnson. Kerrigan Ashley Johnson. Mateo Eli Johnson. Cherish Marie Jones. Conrad Lewis Jordan. Kyla Kimberly Casper. Bryce Riley Kelly. Elizabeth Miranda Kemp. Layla Grace Kilgore. Regan Elise Korleski. Michael Nicholas Krivanis. Seisha Reese Lang. John Walter Laughlin. Daniel Lee. Kimani Anaya Legan. Lauren Grace Lockwood. Jacob Ari Lutsky. Aiden Christopher Monsell. Lucinda Elizabeth Martin. Riley Madison Martin. Akila Patrice Massey Thedford. Isaac Thomas McAnally. Emily Madison McCool. Lyndon Reese McDonald. Harley Nicole McNair. Diploma presented by her stepmother, AP Jennifer McNairn. Haley Renee McTaggart. Rex Warner Logan. Olivia Grace Mijares. Sarah Mescarum Miller. Trinity Grace Miller. Trinity Lorene Mazel. Sophia Nicole Moreno. Irineo Moreno Estrada. Sophie Elizabeth Morgan. Owens Renee Munoz. Lola L. Myers. Jaqueline Iman Nelson. Brooklyn Marie Nephew. Brian Min Dat Win. Darren Hui Win. Han Grace Nu Win. Hui Hak Win. Jenna Vu Win. Nyla Win. Quan Win. Mackenzie Lynn Norris. Nathan Gabriel Ogle. Zayad Nidal Omar. Alan Gustavo Osorio Molina. Hannah Chanel Parkas. Zara Sophia Parker. Joshua Patrick Parks. Lovey Hannah Patterson. Addison Faye Pina. Elizabeth Marie Perez. Alyssa Hong Vi Pham. Ni Wan Lin Pham. Layla Mai Fedara. Emmanuel Pisano. Grace Kelly Pollard. Aaron Richard Potter. Garen David Powers. Jocelyn May Powers. Pranav Prajith. Naomi Jade Price. Navy Richmond Prickett. Charles Braden Wayne Pugh. Nathan Paul Quinones. Brody Jonathan Quintero. Raymond Ramirez. Frishta Rasul. Blair Diane Rayburn. Keely Star Rayburn. Ava Christine Reeves. Mallory Janai Reeves. Cassandra Ann Richardson. Alexis Elaine Roberts. Isaiah Robertson IV. Zane Alexander Rogers. Natalie Page Rumpf. Lucas Chance Ross. Bailey Faith Royes. Dallas Anthony Roop. Rami Salam. Isaac Jahir Salas. Jesse Sanchez. Yaretsi Areli Sanchez Torres. Logan Christopher Schmitz. Daisy Grace Schubert. Celeste Alexandra Scott. Camila Montserrat Servin. Kayla Grace Shaw. Chase Anthony Shaw Mathis. Grace Shepard. Harry Shields V. Jackson Shipley. Jacob Ross Skeels. Justin Paul Skidmore. Caden Marie Smith. Caden Houston Spitzer. Alex Andrea Stamp. Evelyn Elise Stanley. Brooklyn Dawn Stansberry. Benjamin Stephen Steese. Mason Conrad Steger. Story True Stout. Evan Gabriel Strayhorn. Zachary Stephen Finley Stubbs. Taylor Ethan Suggs. Haley Swafford. Cheyenne Donna Marie Thiel. Mitchell Lawrence Thompson. Mi Hong Tran. Tri Ni Trang. Joanna Isabel Friana. Akimi Ochima. Keon Isaiah Urias Fowler. Nathaniel Gianni Uribe. Ian Robert Vaca. Noah Jacob Valadez. Naya Valenzuela. Tatum Van Pelt. Josiah Christopher Vargas. Liliana Vargas. Diego Fernando Vasquez. Cristobal Velasquez. Sean David Villa. Ava Sofia Villarreal Torres. Antram Vu. Huang Jia An Vu. Alexander James Sullivan Warner. Eric Alexander Warren. Catherine Isabel Worthen. Abigail Rose Wilkins. Cheyenne Kalaya Williams. Tamarian Damon Williams. Tori Ann Williams. Ariel Williams Quinteros. Emma Catherine Winchester. Brody Adam Womble. Sophia Wirtz, diploma presented by her dad, Dr. Stephen Wirtz, Arlington ISD, Chief Academic Officer. Jerome Young Jr. Adna Awal Yusuf. Amar Ahmad Yusufuddin. Sebastian Manuel Zaragoza. Niambli Lauren Ziza. Pamela Yvette Zuniga.
Aubrey Joe Alejandra Acosta. Jeremiah Lynn Adams. Andrew Aguilera. Andres P. Alamillo. Kane Brantley Alexander. Caitlin Rain Alsop. Yana Marie Alvarado. Salvador Alvarado Rodriguez Jr. Amar Serena Alvarez. Nicholas Isidro Alvarez. Hi. Luis Fernando Alviso Jr. Hi. Mackenzie Tatum Anderson. Alana Krista Aguano. Tyson Thomas Arden. Layla Jasmine Arnold Canan. Dominique Damian Arroyo. Sergio Alexander Ballesteros Pena. Titus Maximus Barlow. Hi. Presley Ann Barnett. Journey Iman Barrow. Mai Lynn Ka. Braden Anthony Bablowski. Nicholas Rocco Bermudez. Cecilia Lee Tuyang Bernido. Zariah Monet Berry. Giuliano Renoir Blackheller. Jarrell Devontae Blakely. Nathan Ogembo, blue. Alejandra Garciela Bonsegra. Eden Mae Bohannon. Zachary Bo Boyce. Taylor Jaden Boone. Cadence Janae Boucher. Blake Everett Bowers. Jackson Crash Boydston. Angelic Brooke Bravo. True Celeste Brazel Cisneros. Cadence Lee Brown. Isaac Angel Brito. Michael James Broom III. Alexis Marie Bryan. Lola Dell Burks. Matilda Danielle Bush. Jose Emilio Isaiah Calderon. Miguel Calderon Vergara. Jalen Javier Cavillo. Bennett Tyler Camp. Levi James Canup. Melanie Ann Castillo. Rudy Daniel Chavez. Zane Vincent Chavez. Khalil O'Day Cheatham. Noah Kane Chinchilla. LaDeja Eve Choice. Aiden Luke Christensen. Juliana Elizabeth Christmas. Dalen Deshaun Cobb. Jordan Sintel Cochran. Cash Hunter Kaufman. Reese Aiden Mateen Cole. Christina Ann Collin. Landon Chase Collins. Brooks Michael Conry. Caden Christopher Cook. Ella Jane Cook. Mia Exali Corpus. Johnny Alejandro Cosne. 7 Grace Cross. Maxwell Austin Culver. Jace Ryan Daniels. Vincent Marley Daniels. Jalen DeAndrew Davis. Noah Parker Darnell. Aiden Lee Dawes. Reed David Dawson Scott. Marcelo Antonio De Armas. Nicholas Paul De La Peña. Carlos Andre De La Puente. Destiny Jasmine Denard. Jackson Thomas Deguez. Albany Sanaya Dixon. Heaven Danae Dixon. Jessica Davis Dowell. I don't know, try. Autumn Colleen Duckworth. And Preston Marshall Duckworth. Savannah Rose DeLea. Tanaya Lachey Easley. Jonathan James Eggleston. Alyssa Elizabeth Elizalde. Jeremiah Marsh Ellis. Kentrell Montre Ellis. Habiba Elliswe. David Jariah Irira Marin. Hector Damian Esparza Prieto. Annabelle Victoria Espinoza. Sarah Carmi Espinoza. Janine Flores. Natalia Renee Flores. Nevea Michaela Flores. Angela Renee Ford. Journey Lynn Foster. How are you? Owen David Fowler. Caitlin Marie Franks. Ryan Finian McGregor Galbraith. How are you? Christopher Eli Gallegos. Hi. Damian Gallegos. Alina Marie Garcia. Anna Gabriela Garcia. Fatima Luna Garcia. Gavin Edward Garcia. Natalia Garcia. Isami Genevieve. Isami Genevieve Garcia. Raylyn Bailey Gibbs. Ariana Gonzalez. Euridia Giselle Gonzalez. Giselle Valentina Gonzalez Velasco. Kevin Gray. Haley Marie Green. Nylan Renee Green. Gregory Dwayne Grimes Jr. Jocelyn Brianne Grummins. Alexander Maximus Guerrero. Brian Guerrero. Ariana Nicole Quinn. Janielle Jose Guzman Hance. Michael Anthony Haggerty III. William Brady Hale. Jaquarius James Hall. Peyton Allen Hancock. April May Harris. Nina Ray Harris. Maddox Tadon Harold. Thomas Dylan Hartwell. Aiden Zane Harvey. Matthew Rowe Harvey. Nice. Brandon Jermaine Heath Jr. Zariah Eden Hermes. Christopher Alex Hernandez. Sarai Arceli Hernandez. Yalitza Elene Hernandez. Genesis Valeria Hernandez Mondragon. Raymond Oswaldo Hernandez Origel. Mila Gabriela Hinojosa. Jasmine Janelle Hogue. Lucille Marie Holland. Logan Riley Holzer. Caden Daniel Hoy. Demarius Jermaine Hoy. Elizabeth Claire Hunt. Joseph Franklin Hunt. Maya Riley Hunt. Kayla Lachey Huntley. Peyton Rain Henson. Sedemary Saria Jolie Igbari. Mairia Renee Irvin. Noah Richard Ivy. Caleb Artis Jackson. Amar Mohammed Jadala. Camry Riley January. Leandro Gabriel Jimenez. Alden Aiden Christopher Johnson. Elijah Ray Johnson. Everett Dante Johnson Jr. Maurice Earl Johnson Jr. Michael Allen Johnson Jr. Lucas Stephen Johnson. Ella Ann Johnson. Ava Alexandra Johnston. Evan Lorenzo Jones. Jamelia Jernay Diane Jones. Keandre Dwayne Jones. Megan Caitlin Jones. Nevaeh Victoria Jones. Sarah Nafung Jones. Tristan Clarence Lee Jones. Jeremiah Joshua Jordan. Jack Adrian Kelly. Clinton Mark Kimlinger. Reagan Renee Kynes. Alexis Leanne King. Carl Mumbenga Konji. Patrick Stephen Crum. Elena Ladron de Guevara Lasso. Ashley Judith Alvarez. Lauren Michelle Lee. Dallas, I apologize. Lauren Michelle Lee, and her diploma is presented by her cousin, Alicia Johnson. Dallas Monroe Lehrman. Daniel Eddie Libas. Andrea Riley Leon. Kendi Jennifer Lewis. Jimena Scarlett Limones.
Blake Randall Loafman. Jaden Love Lawallen. Giselle Dolores Lopez. Jorge Armando Lopez. Catherine Savannah Lopez. Crystal Lee Lopez. Dylan Villas Lois. Jeremy Pablo Luna. Owen Isaiah Luna. Michael Lusk. Jonathan Jacob Lutch. Caden Danae Manning. Travis Centel Manuel Jr. Gabriel Antonio Manzano. Preston Noah Alexander Marks. Ashlyn Elizabeth Martin. Joseph Mueller Martin. Kamaria Amalia Martin. Anaya Janae Martinez. Nana Rebecca Mosambuco. Ivan Martinez. Max Andrew Maurer. Aaron Jermaine Maxey. Logan Ellery May. Cameron Danielle Mayberry. Alana Denise Mayo. Ashton Cole McKenzie. Jorian J. McNew. Milton Santiago Mejia. Isaac Guy Mena. Maddox Liston Messer. Gabriel Alfonso Meza. Gabriel Alexander Miguelis. Adif Amir Mirza. Journey Miller. Felipe Dominic Monsibaez. Ricky Montgomery Jr. Justine Cambria Moore. Malia Sasha Moore. Logan Moreno. Bryler Laxon Morris. Mercedes Monet Morris. Trajan James Morris. Haley Brooke Muad. Aiden Nadal Munoz. Jacob Andrew Munoz. Jeremiah Zion Murdoch. Deshaun Oscar Morel. Kaylee Marie Morel. Evan Mitchell Nagy. Rashid Karur Naik. Zamaya Elise Marie Nash. Parker Williams. Heidi Tram Wynn. Michelle V. Wynn. Teresa Hong Wynn. Tobias Nguyen, Tran Bao Nguyen, Luca Alexander Nielsen, Maya Alexa Nino, Jeremy Nyakundi, Jalen Alaric Oates, Keyshawn Wakiz Odom, Oria Ubi Okafor, Eli Esteban Olag, Camila Elizabeth Olivares, Damian Lee Openshaw, Ariana Sarai Ortega, Zidlali Aliyah Ortega, Anderson Alexi Palacios, Sierra Nicole Palomares, Aliyah Lene Marie Parthams, Tristan Rain Patterson, Jameson Gavin Patton, Eric Rudy Perez, Saul Perez Guardado, Lomu Omega Perkins, Emma Lynn Pierce, Zion Joné Pollard, Jordan Jonathan Ponce, Brooklyn Tripp Powell, Jasmine Elizabeth Powell, Alexis Rihanna Poydras, Jayshawn Charles Pratt, Alex Nicholas Pringle, Rebecca Roxanne Puma, Camille Joy Rainey, Luis Antonio Ramirez, Nadia Anelia Rangel, Julian Amir Reagan, Andrew Ronald Reagan Tellez, Joseph Kyle Reddick, diploma presented by his mother, Parenza Reddick, retiring after 30 years in AISD. Alejandro Rafael Reyes, Jacob Antonio Reyes, Genevieve Zara Reyes, Clarden Yuritza Reyes Flores, Draylon Michael Rigel, Alyssa Leilani Rincon, Julissa Nerida Rivas, Maria del Carmen Rivera, Sebastian Rivera Martinez, Darius Latrell Robinson, Samara Yane Roca de Silva, Jonathan Cazul Rodriguez, Winter Daniel Logan Rodriguez, Mia Bella Romano, Carla Jocelyn Romero, McKenna Page Ross, Emily Michelle Ruiz, Adam Edward Rusnak, Rogelio Julian Salazar Jr., Isaac Giovanni Salgado, Abriana Michael Sampson Williams, Alex Fair Sanchez, diploma presented by his mother, Maria Sanchez. Aurele Sanchez, Kinsley Chrislyn Sanchez, Luis David Sanchez, Aiden Bradley Shawnert, Daryl Lee Searcy Jr., Morgan Marie Shaw, Kayla Marie Sheehan, Alora Rhiannon Maria Shelton. Kaylee Pearl Elise Sherman. Jalen McKenzie Isabella Silva. Yael Abdiel Silva Flores. Dean Grant Sims. Lydia Elise Slater. Cambry Grace Smith. Nevaeh Grace Smith. Tabare Leon Smith. Jabin Emmanuel Snodgrass. Jacaleb Cornell Spivey. Ethan Paul Spears. Dartavian Stacker. Stevie Ray Stamps. Audra Elise Standifer. Hannah Rose Stanley. Jimmy Monchon Steele Jr. Emma Shea Bell Stevens. Brinley Michaeler Stevenson. Chandler Keith Strong. Jordan Lee Talley. Serenity Bell Tatum. Bryceland Devon Taylor. Zariah Detriana Taylor. Noel Gustavo Terrazas. Amelia Maria Terry. Ethan James Thomas. Darius Malik Thompson. Clara Grace Tibbetts. Robert Chandler Tidwell. Marie Tony Wonderwork Tinshu. Aiden Xander Todd. LaShawn Donnell Tolbert. Eleanor Marguerite Topping. Sebastian E. Torres. Jocelyn Alita Tostado. Paige Gail Trimmer. Camila Trillo. Donovan Deshawn Tucker. Brandon Lorenzo Turner. Kimmy Mila Sky Tulance Steele. Benton Parker Vanduzzi, diploma presented by his mother, Cody Vanduzzi. Deshan Babi Party Varma. Cameron Anthony Vation. Kylie Madison Vaughn. Giselle Juliette Vela. Isabella Rosemarie Velez. Nicodemus Juan Ernesto Venturi. Alejandro Leandro Velasquez. Christian Schroeder Villegas. Zion Renee Virgo. Jacob Lane Wagner. John Walter Walden. Davon Demarion Ward. Caitlin Marie Ward. Okari L. Ward. Tamika Warner Garcia. Dallas Kennedy Warren. Emily Nicole Weatherly. Seth Wayne Weldon, diploma presented by his father, Royce Weldon. Cooper Samuel Wells. Riley Gunner West, Brianna Taylor Wheeler, Odin Ray Wilkie, Saria Lanai Wilkins, Bennett Royce Williams, Darion Tajay Williams, Desmond Lamont Williams, Jet Anais Starks Williams, Otis Dwayne Williams Jr., Tristan Drake Williams, Zoe Lynn Williams, Anna Marie Willen, Lamar Richard Winston Jr., Porter Laurencio Armin Woods, Haley Renee Worrell, Jakirian Making Dimitri Worthy, Dexter Wright, Holden Greer Yal, Destiny Zamaripa,
Tonight, before we sing the Alma Mater one final time together, we would like to honor someone whose impact on this school will never be forgotten. Her legacy is not only found in awards, accomplishments, or traditions. It is found in thousands of lives she has touched, the standards she has upheld, and the love she gave to this community every single day. It is only fitting that the person who has helped lead the spirit of this school for so many years will now lead us in our alma mater one final time. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome me in joining and honoring our beloved principal as she comes to the podium.
Okay, so will the class of 2026 please rise for the singing of our alma mater by Josh Lugo. There we go. And remain standing as we begin the recessional.
Evermore shall guide through laughter and through tears, living past through shades of wisdom, radiant knowledge beams, shedding light on paths unknown, takes us toward our dreams. Ages pass and we grow old.